Hello, everyone. News Channel 3, Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson here with the Facebook Live. Running a little bit late, a little bit tardy to the party, as my good buddy Will likes to say. And so I apologize for that. And there's not too much to cover. We got a little rain on the way to begin with. And then we have developing sunshine. It's going to stay a little bit cool. And then it looks like it's going to warm up next week, as we have those two words that I like to use. Well, among the words that I like to use, two words, and that is pattern change. If you remember, just for context, the last time I used the term pattern change, by the way, it's not like it's my term, just refers to, a large scale or a change in the weather pattern, but not one that's just going to last a day or two. Barb, hello to you. Thanks for being here. And again, appreciate those who are hanging around even though I'm late. But a pattern change to me means something that is going to be lasting a while. And the last time I used the term pattern change, it was right before we had those big thunderstorms that even produced a few tornadoes, Galesburg to Battle Creek, for example. St. Mary's Lake, north of Battle Creek, over toward northeast Calhoun County. Several others. I believe there were 8 in all. And coming in behind those thunderstorms was the cool air that's been in place since. And as Colin Rogers noted at our 5:30 newscast today, my pal meteorologist Colin Rogers, today I believe is the 10th straight cooler than average day. And that's the longest stretch of cooler than average temperatures that we've had in about 4 years. That's a pattern change. Doesn't have to be that long. But it is. And by the way, if you want to read more about that cool spell that we're under right now, you can read that on our website. Meteorologist Colin Rogers has a web piece up about that. But this pattern change is going to be coming up, it looks like next week, starting likely about next Monday, Tuesday, certainly by Tuesday, is one that is going to be a much warmer pattern. And that's the pattern that we're going to be under here for a while, likely going until... What are we looking at here? Through the first week, at least through the first week of June. So from about the 1st or 2nd of June, which by the way is next Sunday, all the way through that next week, which would be the first full week of June, I think we're in for another pattern change, and it's going to be bringing on some warmer air. So it is going to be time to sweat a little bit. We haven't talked about that. Jerry, good evening to you. Happy Taco Tuesday. Mikey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Carla, oh, wow, 63rd anniversary. Wow. Congratulations. That is quite a milestone. Congratulations. Anna, your pool is ready to go. Next week, you'll be good to go. You'll be good to go. Beautiful day for sure. Shannon, thanks for the good wish. Sharon, hello to you. Thanks for the thanks. Keith and Melissa, always good to see you. Thank you so much. I'm doing great. And I hope you are too. 70s, please, no higher. Oh, whoa. I will give you a little bit of warning here, Keith, and that is that next week, starting, let's say, a week from today, and then going for several days here, it's going to be hot, hotter. Not like mid-July hot, but it's going to be, hot. Again, a pattern change. Missy does look like rain there as we're looking live at South Haven. Vicky, hello to you. I do not have the kitties. And I'll just leave it at that. I do not have the kitties. Sorry, I'm trying to get there we go. But thanks for asking, Vicky. And thanks, Mikey, for the share. Appreciate it. Steve and Martin, Memorial Day parade yesterday. Nice. Yeah, tornado damage for sure. We need a little bit of rain, right? We need a little bit of rain. I mentioned this before, that when we go several days without rain or with only sparse rainfall at this time of year, really all the way through September, it's just a much different effect on the ground than it would be if we go that far, let's say in March or even in April, when the sun is not as high in the sky, the days are not as long. And for June, July, and August in particular, right, we go a little bit of time without any rain or with just a sparse amount of rain, and the ground dries quickly. So Steve, yes, take any rain we can get. And by the way, the stuff that we're looking at tomorrow, unfortunately, I think is a bit on the meager side. Going to give you a couple of numbers here from the forecast models. Oh, maybe 1/10 of an inch, a little bit more than that. What do we got on this one? We got about less than 2/10. So that's not really impressive. But you know what they say, right? Beggars can't be choosers. And at this time of year, when we go a long time without rain, we are begging. So thanks for that comment, Steve. Burnell, good evening to you. Elizabeth, nothing severe heading our way. Hallelujah. You know, over the weekend, you know, I've been off for a few days, and over the weekend, I was noticing on my Twitter feed that there was lots of severe weather going on. I mean, a lot of severe weather going on to our south, places like Arkansas and Alabama and Mississippi and Tennessee. And I was Louisiana, Texas, really got hard hit. And I was just thankful that we were able to have a nice, quiet holiday weekend and no severe weather is coming our way. Happy to say that, Elizabeth. Carla, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Lily, hello to you. You know what, Keith, there, you better get that AC or get some kind of cooling going because it's going to get a little bit warm. Like I said, this is not going to be hot. I don't think by July standards, certainly. But it is going to be toasty. I mean, we're going to be well into the 80s, mid 80s, I would say, in about week and a half, about 10 days out, maybe 2 weeks. If remember what I say, I just said 10 days out. And remember, consistency over time equals confidence. If we continue to get those signals from the longer range model there, the medium range model, then we'll go with it. But right now, I would say it's pretty likely. I know the Climate Prediction Center is out with a higher level of confidence for warmer than average temperatures for our area in the 8 to 14 day outlook. So that would be us. Thanks, Keith and Melissa. I am Keith. I am doing well. Thank you so much for the good wishes there. Richard, I got to say, I don't think so. I really don't think so. I mean, I'm looking, you know, you're asking about, are we going to get any more frost? Because, boy, we had a couple of late ones. No, we're done. We are done with frost, barring some kind of record, which would be extraordinary. But, yeah, we're done with frost. Good question. Thank you so much for asking that. Hello to you, Mike in Kalamazoo. What's up? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. And like I said, Keith, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. We froze at graduation. Finally getting warmer, Molly. Finally. You know, Ben, I'm looking at next Tuesday is when it sort of starts. And, you know, we're looking at 850 temperatures here on the GFS extracted, you know, getting up to about 18 degrees by about a week from Friday, about 10 days out. And, you know, that would certainly yield, I think, a high temperature between 85 and, say, 88, 89. So, yeah, that's when I think we're about going to be seeing it, Ben. Hope you're doing well. Dr. Coyote in the house from Minden. Thank you so much. Good to be here. Like I said, I've had a few days off. And so enjoyed that. No severe weather on the horizon. Not around here, Trent. I'm happy to say. Hello to you, Wilson. An awesome day today for sure. Tomorrow, we're going to take a bit of a step back tomorrow with some rain. But, you know, we do need some. We need some. Shannon, hello to you. All is well my way. Jennifer, hello to you in Kalamazoo. All right, let's get right to it. You got South Haven up there. That's live right now. Cloudy skies. Those who thought they might be able to squeak out a sunset there. Too much cloud cover. So how about our bust up forecast for Wednesday? And for those who had Memorial Day off, what a bonus. You get to start this week on Tuesday, right? So we're already at hump day. I'm going off to school with cloudy skies. I'm going to show you the hour by hour coming up in just a minute, just a few showers. In mid-50s, which is warmer than average. But coming home, we're going to be a little cooler than average. There could still be a sprinkle around, but I think the bulk of the rain is going to be between about 6, 7 a.m. and about 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So, but still cloudy skies, I think, and 62 for coming home. All right, let's get right to that hour by hour. What did I say? I don't know. Yeah, I meant June. I'm sure I meant June. Let's see. Mike. I said hello to you. Tim, hello to you. South of Indy. From the Circle City there. It's quite a big weekend, of course, for the folks in Indy. And so thanks for checking in. Hope all is going well for you there, south of Indy. Jeff, you know what? Beat the crowd. Let me tell you right now, everybody, if you want to book that air conditioning service, beat the rush, because in about 10 days, if this model forecast verifies, which I think it has a very good chance, not only will it get warm and sticky, and so the air conditioning service departments are going to get busy. So this is Tuesday. You've got the rest of this week to get on the books for next week if you can. But also it looks like with that heat and the humidity, oh my goodness, I'm looking at dew points going up from the 40s and 50s like we are now up to the upper 60s and low 70s in about a week and a half out. So not only is it going to get hot, it's going to get steamy, and it also looks like it could get a little bit stormy. Again, that's about 10 days, 11 days out. We'll see if the signal persists in future model runs, and then we'll call it good. Sharon, need rain for your garden. You'll get a little bit, I think, tomorrow morning, but I don't think it's going to be a lot. Return the belt in the house. Good evening to you, Dan, Chief Dan in the house. Thanks for being here. Always appreciate seeing you. And Vivian and Sherwood. All right, let's move to our hour by hour. We're going to start here at 7 a.m. Notice already, starting to see a couple of spotty showers, notably south of I-94, but nothing impressive. This system, this area of low pressure that's bringing this in is sort of moving in from the west-southwest, like that. And so it doesn't make that noise, by the way. And that's going to be moving the rain in like that. So at noon, we're looking at a Sturgis, Three Rivers, Schoolcraft, South Haven line southwest, seeing the rain. But by the time we get to about 5, I think it's going to be getting pretty widespread. Again, not looking for anything heavy, certainly not any kind of severe weather or thunderstorms. This is all indicated just as rain. Sort of cycles through between about 3, 4 in the afternoon, about 10, 11 at night. Picking it up at 11. Still looking at you there, Chris in the OC. Muskegon, Fremont, Big Rapids, north of GR, north of I-96, all the way over toward the thumb. Tricia, thanks for checking in from the Tulip City. Hello to you in Holland. You're going to get some of that rain starting tomorrow, probably late morning into the afternoon, and then continuing through the evening, early evening at least, if not the later part of the evening, as you see on our hour by hour there. Thanks. Appreciate it very much, Tricia. Ken, hello to you. Thank you very much, Wilson. Kind words indeed, and I appreciate that. Ashley, yeah, rain picking up by about noon tomorrow and then continuing through tomorrow evening. But again, only about 1/10 of an inch, maybe 2/10 of an inch, and nothing severe there. Northern Indiana in the house. Autumn, thanks for checking in. Our I-80-90 friends, okay, from the Hoosier State, thank you for checking in there. From the toll road, I know that you probably are nowhere near the toll road, but Northern Indiana. So we'll go South Bend, Elkhart, Auburn, Fort Wayne, Valparaiso. Try to name some cities there. Let's see. Tricia, we do need some rain. And Ashley, thanks for the thanks. All right. So there's the hour by hour. Notice that rain sort of cycles out of here. Now, by late tomorrow night into early Thursday, I think it's gone, right? It's gone. But we're left with cloudy skies. And I think that Thursday, as you see here, it's going to be predominantly cloudy. Don't hold out much chance for rain. In fact, I didn't even really put any in the forecast. But I do think we'll be predominantly cloudy. We might be able to sneak in a little sunshine here and there, but I'm going to call it considerable cloudiness or mostly cloudy or mainly cloudy, however you want to phrase it there. Candace, hello to you. Thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying your night as well. Bob, hello from Twin Lake. Got your grass cut just in time. I was proud. I got mine done. Today's Monday. I think I got it done Sunday afternoon, I think was when I did it. Philip, hello to you in Flint. You're going to get some of that rain tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night over in Flint. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. Ben, going to St. Louis for cleanup work. Oh, you know what? Good on you for going down there and doing that. Of course, Will was down there during all of that. And pretty scary stuff down there. They've had a rough ride down there. It's been a very active, as you know, I don't need to tell you. It's been a pretty active severe weather season. And that includes us here, too, by our standards. Live Doppler radar is pretty quiet. We've had a sprinkle or two here and there, but the air is pretty dry at the surface. So a lot of what might be forming aloft, it's not too heavy. There's not too much of it. And as it falls, it's actually evaporating in the very dry air that we have. I mean, earlier today, our air temp was around 70. Our dew points were in the upper 30s, low to mid 40s. So the air is very dry. But it is going to get more moist, a word that I try not to use very much. It's just sounds weird as a word. But our dew points are going to go up a little bit, not by a whole heck of a lot, but they are going to go up a few degrees. And I think that's going to be, allow for some of that rain to start moving in tomorrow, as evidenced by the hour by hour. Cheryl, good evening to you. Robert in Hartford, thank you so much. Thanks for the thanks. I appreciate it. And Mary, hello to you in Coldwater. All right, here's our 7-day. Again, a pretty good chance of rain tomorrow. It's not an all-day rain. In the morning, wouldn't be surprised if on the morning commute to the bus stop. And it's going to be, especially if you're 131 east or you're north of 94, I just think cloudy skies. However, by late morning into the afternoon, then, yeah, I think we're going to see rain. Pretty good chance of it. Thursday, I think just mainly cloudy. We see our average high 74. Boy, tired of it. Let's get some warmer air in here, right? Not hot. Not that we're making demands on Mother Nature, but we'll be in the mid 60s on Thursday. I think Friday looks to be like a pretty sweet day, and the weekend does too, with a fair amount of sunshine and very comfortable temperatures. But this time of year, that means a little bit cool in the morning. Our average low is 53. We're going to be in the mid to upper 40s, I think, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, even Monday morning. But we will have some sunshine. And remember, Saturday is May 31st. Sunday is June 1st. What? And right on time, it looks like next Monday, Tuesday, which would be June 2nd, June 3rd, we are going to start a warm-up that I think will progress into the middle 80s by the middle to end of next week. Now, that's still out there a little ways. And by the way, let me mention something. On Sunday, which is June 1st, News Channel 3, WWMT, turns 75. 75 years old. So next week, we're going to start a birthday celebration for the television station. Jesse, thanks for checking in from the Berg. Tell the goats in the barn and all the other animals out there hello. Deb, hello to you. Martha, hello. And no local channels. Oh, you're very welcome, Barb. You're very welcome. And I do keep that in mind. So thank you for the thanks. Elisa, hello to you. Decatur, I believe, right? You're going to get wet in the morning during crossing guard. Maybe not at the beginning, depending on what your shift is, but I don't think you're going to be able to get through your whole shift dry. I would plan for a little bit of light rain. Keep the rain, Martha. Chris, hello to you. I haven't seen you in a little while, but then I haven't been here in a little while. Hope you're doing well, and hello to Eli. Thank you so much. Is that a pic? That's so sweet, very cute. And I will let you know. I know you don't believe me, but I am going to find. If it's the night of destruction, then that's when I'll be there. Linda, hello to you, but I'll let you know. Keith and Melissa, hey peeps. Oh, that's for other people, I guess, right? Wilson, 15th for your niece. Awesome. Oh, big Saturday family coming from other parts of the state. Listen, your party on Saturday looks great. Wilson looks great. Yes, I will give you that. And I'll tell you right now, I'm proud to say that so far it's looking good for Friday night, Chris. For Friday night, you're looking good, right? I think the night of destruction is a week from Saturday, right? Cindy, hello to you in Battle Creek. And great weather for yard work, for sure. Not too, it's pretty comfortable out there. You got to say that. Hello to you, Linda. Shout out to you in Battle Creek. I've been at News Channel 3 now for 36 years. Yeah. Last month it was 36. I have to stop and think. Really? 36 years at News Channel 3, Trenton. Thanks for asking. Okay, yeah, you're probably going to get wet. If you don't get wet in the morning, at least I think you will in the afternoon. So there's the gander at the 7-day. I got to skate because I did start late, and I apologize. And I'll be live in 18 minutes on News Channel 3 on ARC, West Michigan. And then, yeah, I know, Chris. I know. And the only way to make myself feel better about it is just to do it. I know. I agree with you. Napanee for Saturday, looking good. Good weather to be outside this weekend. Going to Napanee, doing some backyard gardening. You got a party going on in the yard or something, you're good to go. So I'll be live at 10 on ARC West Michigan. Chris, I called you out a little bit earlier. Thanks for checking in from the OC in Coopersville. Hope you're doing well. And then I'll be live at 11. That is in an hour and 18 minutes on the Mothership News Channel 3. I am on Facebook, WWMT's Keith Thompson. Give me a like or a follow there. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Threads, and YouTube at the Weatherman Keith. My good buddy Jeff Porter is here in the morning, 4:30 to 9. Must See TV. He's going to be tracking any rain that's developing out there. He'll have live updates on the forecast. He's got you again at noon. Now, Will is working for me tomorrow, 5:30, and 6. But I will be back here on Facebook Live tomorrow night because I'm going to be working the 10 and 11. I'm working on a special project. And so that's what's got me going there. All right. I think I covered it all. Don't forget our website, wwmt.com/weather. And don't forget our free weather app as well. Midwest Compacts. Okay. Yeah. But that's on Friday. And I can't make it out there on Friday. I'd love to see that. Chris. James, thanks. I appreciate that. Been watching since you were 10 years old. I appreciate that. Ken, Growlers game tomorrow. It's a morning game too for the education. Oh, not looking good. I'll just say that. Not looking good. We'll just have to cross our fingers and hope I'm wrong, Ken. It's happened before. I don't ever want to wish that, but tomorrow would be one, right? Holly, hello to you. And turn that heat up. I'll work on it. Lily, thanks for the thanks, and I appreciate that. Jesse, keep the horses and goats. In the morning they probably can be out, but by late morning, before lunch, Jesse, I think you're going to need to put them in the barn there. And hello to all my friends there at Acorn Farms. Holly, hope you have a good night as well. All right, everybody, I'm going to skate. I hope you have a great night tonight. I'll catch up with you tomorrow night on Facebook Live here. Will's got me at 5:30, and 6, but I will be back. I will, Chris. I'll be back here tomorrow night at 9 o'clock for another Facebook Live. We'll talk more weather then. Hey, it's already hump day. I like that, right? Tomorrow is hump day. So by the time we talk tomorrow night, we'll be aiming for another weekend, just like that. So let's get some good rest. Let's hit it hard tomorrow. I hope everybody has a good night tonight. Be patient with everybody else, and most of all, be patient with yourself. And I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks again for being here. I appreciate it.